Hello, passengers. Hello again. Thanks for tuning in. So, I know it's been a while since we've posted a video, but Angel's been doing a great job keeping up with our Instagram page. And if you guys haven't followed it yet, go ahead and follow that. One extra passenger. But today we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why this year may not be the Disney year. Let's get into it. So, the first thing I want to talk about, which is probably the biggest thing for a lot of us right now, is the new park reservation system. And so what that is that Disney has now made a system where you have to reserve a certain day for you and your party, predetermined party, to get into just one theme park. So what does that mean? Right now, June 22nd to the 25th, the hotel guests are able to reserve theirs in advance. Now, on the 26th, this coming Friday, all the annual pass holders, including in-state and I believe out-of-state as well, are able to reserve their times to come in. I think it's going to be a complete it's gonna be chaos trying to get onto the website because everything's being done on the website itself. They don't recommend doing it on your phone. If you can get a computer or even maybe an iPad or something, just something more powerful than your phone to try and get onto the desktop site. After the 26th, June 28th, for those of you all who just maybe have bought park tickets and you want to start making that reservation and you've linked it to your account on My Disney Experience. June 28th, this following Sunday, will be the time for you guys to make your reservations. So, assuming all the annual pass holders that want to get theirs, settled by the... I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be trying up until opening day to try to get a reservation. It's pretty worrying right now, so... I don't know. Right now, a lot of hotel guests are having trouble even reserving their time, or even getting in contact with customer service to try and fix and remedy those things. I tried myself trying to get in contact with, because I had a question regarding one of our reservations, and I wasn't able to get through. I've been on busy. I didn't even get on a hold line. It wasn't like I didn't even get past. All it was beeping and beeping and beeping. I tried in the morning as soon as they opened. I tried midday, and I tried towards the evening hours. I can't imagine, if they spent all that money, pushing their vacations back or rescheduling for this date. That's going to be pretty frustrating. Which means by this Friday, when the sheer amount of pass holders, myself included and my party trying to reserve a time for opening day, say July 11th, right, for Magic Kingdom, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to get in because I read somewhere today that on the at 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, they open the reservation system back up. And some people waited from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. just to get in, just to find out they had a problem with the reservation for some XYZ reason. So that was 4 hours they spent, waiting in front of that computer trying to just access that screen, and then in the end not being able to. Pretty frustrating. So I don't know. I don't know if Disney's going to be able to handle it this Friday, and then the next, I'm going to give it at least a month or two before they can finally, streamline it or get new infrastructure. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be wild. That brings me to my second reason here. There's not going to be any park hopping available, which that's something that comes with the annual pass that we purchase, and many of you all have purchased, and we basically got our tickets and our passes downgraded because now we're not going to be able to go from park to park because of this new reservation system. For me, I like to go to multiple parks a day. It's very seldom I ever stay in one park. I'm always hitting 2 or more parks a day. Like, I would go to Magic Kingdom to hit maybe a Space Mountain Fast Pass and then say, hey, I kind of want some barbecue, but I also want to ride, Flight of Passage. We go to Animal Kingdom, go eat at Flame Tree Barbecue. Amazing place, by the way. And then we just hang out there. But that's usually how my day would go. And then usually after Animal Kingdom, go back to Magic Kingdom to go watch some fireworks. Which brings me to my third thing here, is that there's not going to be any fireworks. For me, I personally love the fireworks. This may not be a big deal for all of you guys. You know, I know it's a prime time to ride other rides, especially late at night when everyone else is trying to just stand there and watch the fireworks show. I get it. But for me, I like kind of ending my day on that note. And so they're not going to be displaying any fireworks until further notice, because they're trying to keep that social distancing. They don't want people bunching up and grouping together. So fireworks is a no-go until further notice, unfortunately. And regarding social distancing, this brings me to reason number 4, which is masks are going to be required for entry in the park, you know. So now I don't have a problem with wearing a mask if that's their rule, and if they deem it, that's no problem for me. But for some of you guys out there who have maybe certain health conditions that, you know, you may not be able to wear a mask for very long, especially when it starts getting hot at like 8 a.m., you know, rain shower at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then high humidity for the rest of the evening until maybe 10 p.m. to where it's kind of bearable. Masks are just going to be, for some of us, might be a large deterrent for us going right now. And I do think that it could be a problem for you. Right now is definitely not going to be the time for you to visit Disney World. Or any theme parks, really. And so, with all that in mind, this brings me to my 5th and last reason why Disney may be a miss for this year for a lot of us, is that it's not going to be worth the money. You know, Universal down the road is their main competitor in the Orlando area. The price of admission and the time commitment to try and get into Disney World just may not be worth it for a lot of us. And I mean, just trying to get that park reservation right now. One of my team members right now, they had an issue with their annual pass expiring earlier this year. Cast member at the time said, "Hey, you know, just renew, you know, later on. It's not going to be a problem." Calls about 2 weeks before today and says, "Hey, sorry, we can't do anything, and at this time we may not be able to give you that renewal rate that we said we would. There's no notes in here." So, and I'm not knocking the cast members. You know, they're doing their best right now. They have a huge workload ahead of them for the next year, really, next couple of years. But, you know, the consistency in the information right now, the limitations of trying to get into the parks, the lack of park hopping and benefits for those of us with annual passes, and I just don't think the magic is going to be all there. I don't think it's going to be the same Disney World that we remembered, you know, even when it closed down in March. And I think it's going to be a little bit of time before it gets back to that level of magic. So with all that said, you know, what are you guys going to do this year with all this new information coming out? And new information's coming out every single day. Check that website, because that's the only source of true information that we can get right now. Because, like I said, calling their call center is probably going to be a miss for a lot of us, because we just won't be able to even get in touch with them. And then, are you guys going to reschedule your vacations to 2021? Are you guys going to reschedule it for later this year, seeing if things will change? Because right now, I don't know. It's hard to justify Disney right now. And that's, again, not knocking them. Most magical place in the world, of course. But right now, the magic just isn't all there. And if you are paying that amount, you're going to want every single bit of that pixie dust. And if you made it this far, thank you guys for watching. We're going to try to push out a few more of these informational videos. We're going to probably post something about Universal and SeaWorld later this week. But thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there. Thanks for being our one extra passenger. Extra large.